Something extraordinary just happened with Atlas after months of anomalous behavior that defied every known law of physics. The most mysterious interstellar object in history has finally revealed what scientists have been desperately searching for: clear evidence of non-gravitational acceleration. This isn't just another strange measurement. This is the smoking gun that could definitively prove we're dealing with technology rather than a natural object. On October 27, 2025, NASA's Punch satellite constellation captured images that left the global scientific community stunned. Atlas was performing maneuvers that gravity alone cannot explain. The discovery that changes everything. According to David Farnovia, navigation engineer at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, new data shows that when Atlas passed extremely close to our star, it appeared to be accelerating slightly faster than expected. The extra push is extraordinarily small, microscopic by any human standard. To put this in perspective, it's like detecting that a car traveling at highway speed is accelerating by the width of a human hair every hour. But here's what makes this discovery revolutionary. This level of precision in measurement means we can now definitively say that Atlas is not following a purely gravitational trajectory. Interestingly, it originally entered the solar system from the direction of the Sagittarius constellation, the same region of sky from which the famous and mysterious WOW signal was once detected. This directional connection to the 1977 WOW signal is just one of many strange circumstances surrounding Atlas. Let me detail all the impossible anomalies that have led scientists to classify this object with a score of 4 on the Avi-Lobo scale. First anomaly, the impossible trajectory. Atlas is traveling a line to just 5 dig from the ecliptic plane where all planets orbit. An object from another stellar system should arrive from any random direction in space. The probability of this happening by chance is only 0.2%. It's like finding that a tourist from another country happened to arrive following exactly the same route that all local buses use. Second anomaly, the physics-defying jet. During July and August 2025, Atlas created a jet of material directed straight toward our star, the exact opposite of what all known comets do. This violates fundamental physical laws of solar radiation pressure. Every comet ever observed follows the same rule. Solar radiation pushes material away from our star. For Atlas to create a jet pointing toward our star is like finding hair that flows forward when running into hurricane-force wind. Third anomaly, size and speed. Contradiction. Atlas is 1,000,000 times more massive than Oumuamua and 1,000 times larger than Borisov, yet still moves faster than similar objects. Large objects require enormous amounts of energy to accelerate to high speeds. Natural ejection mechanisms typically give large objects lower velocities. It's like finding a massive cargo ship moving faster than speedboats. Fourth anomaly, perfect timing. Atlas arrived with perfect timing to pass close to Mars, Venus, and Jupiter, but remained invisible from Earth during perihelion. The temporal precision required for this sequence is extraordinary, like a tourist arriving to visit 3 major cities during their national holidays while avoiding all security cameras during the most important meetings. Fifth anomaly, industrial composition. Spectral analysis revealed Atlas contains much more nickel than iron, a proportion typical of metal alloys, produced industrially on Earth. In natural cosmic environments, iron is much more abundant than nickel due to stellar nucleosynthesis. Finding this composition is like discovering a rock formation with the exact chemical composition of stainless steel. Sixth anomaly, extreme dryness. While comets are 80 to 90% water ice, Atlas has only 4% water, drier than many Earth deserts. This extreme dryness defies the very definition of what a comet should be. The small amount of water cannot account for the observed outgassing and brightness changes. It's like finding a snowball that's 96% Rock, yet somehow still behaves like it's melting. Impossible brightness surge. But the non-gravitational acceleration isn't the only shock. Just before reaching perihelion, Atlas suddenly began brightening at an unprecedented rate. Its brightness increased approximately in proportion to its distance from our star raised to the power of 7.5. In simple terms, as the object approached our star, it became much brighter than scientists would normally expect based solely on distance. Such extreme brightness has never been observed in any comet within our solar system. This rapid brightness increase could mean one of two things. Either the object is releasing massive amounts of gas and dust, showing unusually strong activity, or it has a very unusual chemical composition that reacts intensely to solar heat, repeating pattern of anomalous behavior. What makes this even more intriguing is that Atlas had shown this same strange behavior previously when approaching Mars. At that time, it suddenly became brighter as it approached the planet. Now it's doing it again, showing a sharp and unexpected brightness increase just before passing its closest point to our star. This repeating pattern suggests we're not dealing with random natural phenomena, but with consistent, predictable behavior. Exactly what you'd expect from a controlled system. Multiple impossible anomalies observed. During its journey through the solar system, Atlas has displayed several behaviors that simply shouldn't exist in nature. Anti-tail phenomenon. For a long time, it showed a tenuous stream of dust that appeared to point toward our star. The exact opposite of what comets do. Just before perihelion, this anti-tail turned and transformed into a normal tail. Negative polarization. The scattering of solar light around the object showed strong negative polarization, an effect never seen in any comet before. Protective envelope. The layers of gas molecules around Atlas appear to form a type of protective shell, which was completely unexpected. Layered chemical composition. The inner region is dominated by nickel with little iron, an intermediate layer rich in cyanide compounds, and the outer envelope dominated by carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. Classified high-resolution images. The best image of this interstellar object was captured by the HiRISE camera on the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter on October 2nd when Atlas came closest to Mars. However, NASA has not released these images to the public, supposedly due to government funding shutdown. Although some scientists believe NASA may be deliberately keeping the best images hidden. The WOW signal connection and other strange circumstances. After passing through its recent close approaches, Atlas is now heading toward Jupiter. Seventh anomaly, impossible light polarization. Atlas showed a light polarization pattern never seen in any known natural object. Every material creates characteristic polarization signatures that astronomers have cataloged over decades. Atlas's signature doesn't match any known category. It's like finding a fingerprint that doesn't belong to any human on Earth. 8. Anomaly. WOW. Signal direction. Atlas arrived from the same direction as the famous 1977 WOW signal, the most mysterious radio signal ever detected. The signal came from Sagittarius constellation at the hydrogen frequency, considered ideal for interstellar communication. After nearly 50 years, Atlas arrives from the exact same region. It's like receiving a mysterious letter 50 years ago and having a visitor show up from that same address. Ninth anomaly, energy source hotter than our star. Atlas appears bluer than our star, indicating temperatures higher than 5,800 Kelvin. This is physically impossible for a natural object. Cosmic dust should rain light and any surface should be much colder than our star. The blue color suggests an internal energy source that exceeds stellar fusion temperatures. Possible explanations and implications. The most conventional explanation for the acceleration is outgassing, where solar heat causes trapped ices to vaporize and release gas acting like small thrusters. However, as Avi Lowe points out, if outgassing is really this strong, it means Atlas is losing mass rapidly. If the actual mass loss doesn't match what's expected from outgassing, this could mean Atlas is using a different mechanism, perhaps something more unusual. like a thin spacecraftic structure that only appears to be a natural comet. Astronomical impossibility. When we multiply all these individual probabilities together, the chance of all these anomalies occurring, naturally, is less than 1, part in 10 quadrillion. For perspective, it's more likely to win the lottery 15 consecutive times than for this to happen by chance. What's happening now? During this part of its journey, Atlas will come closer to Earth than ever before, giving scientists a perfect opportunity to capture the best and most detailed images of the object. The Hubble and James Webb telescopes will be pointed directly at it along with terrestrial observatories around the world, all searching for definitive signs of technology, deliberate maneuvers, radio transmissions, artificial lights, or excess heat from possible engines. The moment of truth. After passing Jupiter, Atlas will continue outward away from our star, following a hyperbolic path that will take it toward the outer edges of our solar system. With 9 statistically impossible anomalies now confirmed, including measurable non-gravitational acceleration, Atlas may be about to answer the biggest question our species has ever asked. Are we alone in the universe?